My name is Sister Anna Caiazza. I am an Italian from Napoli. And I have been a consecrated Pauline sister for 38 years. And right now I serve as the Superior General of the Daughters of St. Paul. We understand our charism in this expression, to live and to communicate the gospel, which is Jesus Master, the way, the truth, and the life. In these two verbs, to live and to communicate Jesus Christ, is the essence of what our founder called apostolic mysticism. That is, the announcement of the gospel, the witness of the gospel, can be born only from a profound experience of Jesus Christ. Only if you live Him in the depth of your being, in an intimate relationship of prayer with Him, can you communicate Him.
Si può comunicarlo.
And maybe talk a little bit about what is the charism of the community and how do y'all, I know Sister doesn't live here all the time, but how do y'all serve the people of God in particular?
Puoi descrivere il carisma e come serviamo al popolo di Dio anche qui a noi?
To communicate Jesus Christ, after having had an intense experience with Him, includes for us, for the Daughters of St. Paul, for the Pauline family in general, the use of the instruments of all technologies of social communication. We are known most of all for our book centers, for the production of books, of music, for our work in film, especially in the United States. But our founder recommended to us not to bind ourselves to any particular instrument, because the instruments, the means progress. And here in this city, in this diocese, we work by means of a book center, but also by intense animation, by going out, as Pope Francis, as our founder recommended, to go out, not to wait for the people to come, but to go in the midst of them, and to reach them in person, but also and above all with the means of communication.
How did you feel the call to consecrated life?
I am what you might call a late vocation. My life, even if I was very involved in the church, was running on different tracks than that of the consecrated life. Then I also had all that I had built for myself, also a profession. I graduated from law school. I had a rich life, a happy life, with many friends, with work in the church that gave me a lot of gratification. But then at a certain point, I had a crisis, almost as if all that I was doing wasn't enough for me anymore. I intuited that there was something particular that the Lord was asking me, but I didn't have the courage to go all the way. Until after 3 years of an interior battle that was very strong, one evening, like every evening, I went to the Pauline Book Center in my city, and I understood that by means of these books, by means of the cassettes, the music cassettes, by means of the film, I could reach many people, and this was the desire of my heart, to reach many, many people, millions of people, to announce that joy, that hope that I felt in the depths of my heart that the Lord was giving me. At that moment, I decided to leave what I was doing and to ask the daughters of St. Paul to welcome me. And from then on, I walk in this congregation with much joy, with the same joy that I felt that evening when I understood that this way was mine.
What is your favorite part of consecrated life or life in
Something that attracted me from the first moment was community life. When I had that moment of crisis, as I was searching for my path, I had some proposals to live a secular consecrated life. But I didn't feel that these proposals could satisfy the thirst that I had to live with other people, with other women, together with them to announce the gospel. So the first thing that I felt very strongly was attraction for community life, something that I feel very strongly still today, because I feel that in communion the Spirit acts. And the other thing that I have learned in the course of many years is this experience of apostolic mysticism. To live this most intense relationship with the Lord in order to be able to communicate Him. Father Alberione uses a beautiful, a strong image. He speaks of a fire with two flames. Love for God, which pushes us to communicate Him, and love for others, which pushes us to find the means to communicate Him to others. I want to say that many are seeking happiness. Our co-foundress, Mother Tekla, used to say that it's not always possible to be joyful, to be happy, but you can always be in peace. I feel this for myself. I feel this on the part of my sisters, whom the Lord has entrusted to my maternal care in these years, so that I can take care of them. What I see, what I hear as a witness on their part, is this profound peace. That is born from being in the Lord's hands, especially born from being satisfied by this choice. The choice of the consecrated life for those who have the vocation is a life, a choice of much peace.
Ok? Può bastare? Spero di non aver detto troppe sciocchezze che facciano no.